Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed those flybys. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Be sure to let me know what you thought of all this building. It's pretty cool. I've spent the last couple weeks of my life working on it. So I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks again for wandering out to the Digital Hermitage just to check it out. You know, I really appreciate that. Leave a like, a thumbs up. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I really think Motor's Cradle turned out pretty good. Hope you like the name too. I really agonized over it here for a few minutes before I started recording because I hadn't named it. I did all this building and never really thought once about the name of it. Anyway, we're going to do a nighttime walkthrough as I like to do at the end of all of my build videos. I know a lot of this wasn't actually shown. The build processes were not shown, but this took way too long, and I was trying to get it done by this, you know, I really wanted to release it sooner rather than later, so I really did try to just put in a bunch of time. But yeah, come with me. Let's go check out the build. I'll talk about it. I'm sure you guys noticed some things that I'm sure you left comments about, and there were probably some reasons for that. So one of the things that you may have noticed is I kind of stopped decorating. There are a lot of like empty placeable pieces around. This is the like guard tower at the beginning of the town. I guess I should have started with that. We're at the very beginning of town, right across the bridge here. Don't hurt yourself, Hiccup. And we're gonna be walking through the town. This is the nice little entrance way. This is how you'd start coming up the mountain to make it to us. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check out what we have up here real quick. This is the guard tower for Motor's Cradle. I really like this place. I figure this is where all the guards just hang out and keep warm, and they rest. And there's a lot of theme building in this, more so than just like base building for me. So like, yeah, this is just kind of some place for the guards to rest, write down, you know, things that they find out. There would be some armor there. So again, I stopped decorating because the frame rate was dropping pretty hard. I have built so much around here, and my PC's pretty cool, but it is not infinitely cool. And I was getting some pretty hard frame drops, and it was driving me crazy. So I actually stopped doing decorating, but I'm glad we got all the buildings that I wanted to in here. I have a ton of, we're going to count them. This is the first one in the village, but I think there's 5. I think there are 5 eggs in the village, which is pretty awesome. We've got one right there, and that's it for the entrance of the village. Now we have to walk across the bridge. Man, this bridge is cool. I really do enjoy this bridge. This bridge came out pretty well. Ooh, yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of frame drop right there. Stay away, silly dragons. Anyway, yeah, this bridge was awesome. It was fun to work on, and I kind of just messed with the ground beneath us as much as I possibly could to get it to turn out as nice as I possibly could. Probably should have this shut little cabinet there underneath the staircase. I just love walking on the bridge because you can see so many of the different buildings as you're coming into town up on the hilltops, all these guard towers and everything. And I just think it's so cool. And we are going to start probably our tour of the village. Probably, maybe, well, probably not right here, actually. Actually, yeah. You know what? Let's start it right here. Actually, let's finish the bridge up. Let's go underneath the bridge, and we'll come back and go up that way. But I really like the underside of the bridge. Again, we put another, like, guard tower down here. If you see the video transition occasionally, really all I'm doing is killing the drakes so that they'll be quiet. And they won't, you know, shoot my stuff. There really are a lot of them. I can't get them to stop spawning. Anyway, this is a pretty cool little barracks down here. Just a nice little place for all the guards to rest. Keep, you know, get some rest, stay warm. Across the way here, we have a prison cell. I'm sure you saw that. I hope you liked the Grey Dork. The Grey Dork's not in it. I keep killing all the monsters around here so they won't bug us or make noise or shoot stuff while I'm trying to talk and show off my base. But yeah, it's a nice little room. Oh, is he still in there? What are you doing in there? Yeah, he wandered into the wrong camp. He did. I love that you can see some of the other builds from down here too. Even the underside of the bridge is really just, you can see a lot down here, and I think that's really cool. I just like that a lot of the village is, you can view it from the other side of the village, and that to me just really makes it something pretty cool and special. Let's get back upstairs. All right, back up on the bridge. Let's go up here and swing to the right. Now, we'll make this part pretty quick because I know all of you who have seen or have been keeping up with the build through, you've probably seen me build these. You saw me build this building over here, which is pretty sweet. I love the inn. The inn is really cool. And you saw me build this building and one of these towers back here. So we'll go ahead and walk around in here really quick. But they're all decorated now. So again, I went a little Spartan on some of the decorations, but I did try to make it pretty cozy. This is really comfy, little meeting area. I figure when you come into town, you meet up with any of your fellow adventurers, fellow wanderers, and you'd hang out in here before going on adventures. Talk about your plans for the day, what you want to accomplish, blah, blah, blah. Set it all up, you know. I just think it looks really nice up here. It's super cozy. I'm trying to walk a little slower and turn the camera a little slower so we don't get, so we don't harsh this at all. But yeah, PC's doing pretty good. I was mostly worried about the flybys. It's actually handling the frame rate a little bit better right now that I'm walking through everything instead of flying around with the free fly camera. Let me go ahead. I'm just going to pull it up and show everybody. Let's take a look. You can see the frame rates up here. Yeah, so we're sitting at a good like 40. Just walking around. Flying around with the camera and going crazy made it do a little crazier. Anyway, this is my cool little like downstairs secret table. I don't know what goes on down here. Probably some gambling or something. All the bets. This is where we place the bets on like, oh man, I don't know. I don't think Hiccup's gonna make it through the next episode. You know. Anyway, let's get back up out of here. And then you can come out the backside of the welcoming tavern, welcoming building. I'm not really sure what to call it. We have a nice little guard tower here, little supply wagon. I really like this little like sitting area for keeping warm. You can't really get a shelter here, but I do love just looking up at the rest of the village from right here. It really looks cool. Look at all that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Anyway, we've got two little buildings up here. Nothing too fancy. These are just guard buildings. So again, just kind of Spartan. Kind of just threw up a little bit of decorations, some sitting areas, some storage for weapons and arrows. You get really good views out of these windows, actually. You can really just keep an eye on the bridge and see who's coming into town. Gotta make sure to defend Motor's Cradle. Otherwise, we won't have dragons. I like to pretend the dragons around here are friendly. Like we're some random fellow, you know, offshoot village from How to Train Your Dragon or something. I don't know. Anyway, another guard tower. Lots of guard towers here at the beginning. I just really like the concept. I know that's more of like a guard, like a barracks, more like a guard house. I guess these are actual guard towers. And then this one over here, so we can see if anyone comes in on this side of the island. Just a nice little sitting area outside. Nice little spot to sit and hang out and look over the side of the mountain. Nice and cozy in here. Again, you're going to see, I know you saw a lot of this. I did. I stopped placing things so that we could keep a decent frame rate so I could fly around without it being too stuttery and juddery. Look at out there. You can see so much. There's so much more of the base to see. I can't wait to show the rest of it off. There's a lot everybody hasn't seen. I know we're starting off kind of walking through things that everyone has seen. I'm also kind of like role-playing it that, you know, these are empty because no one's living here yet. It's a pretty empty town right now. It's just Hiccup hanging out. Look at this view of the whole town. I mean, there's just some great views around here. I probably could have gone around and like buried a bunch of workbenches or put a bunch of fires up everywhere, but you know, I just don't want to do that. It's okay. It's okay. Silly dragons. Stay away. Anyway. Man, this town came out really cool. All right, so let's go get to some fresh stuff I don't think anyone's seen yet. And the inn is so decorated. Hopefully it looks not brand new, but hopefully at least a little different for everybody. So we'll get to that. But we're going to go around the village the other way. Or... yeah, no, okay. I want to go this way first. Let's go up this way first. Sorry, I know I'm being wishy-washy. There's so much to show off, and I just don't know where to start. I do love the sound because I made it all kind of loop around itself, so you can really, you know, well, you'll see. All right, this is pretty sparse. Empty little bridge. I really like the bridge, though. It came out really well. And you can rest here and get comfort, which is nice. This little offshoot turned out really well. This little raised offshoot. We've got it raised up pretty well. It worked out. The stairs just look really good. This little overpass turned out really nice. Little offshoot right there. This is like a cool little alchemist's hut. I really like this view of the town, too. I mean, there's just a lot of good... I wish the render distance was just a little farther, but if it was, my frames would probably drop even more. I usually don't care about that stuff too much, but I really like to shoot smooth videos for everybody. And this was pushing it. This build was absolutely pushing the limits of what we could do. Yeah, look at this. Nice simple little decorations. We did a couple of buildings really cozy, like as cozy as possible. I loved this little lookout, just looking out at like the entrance of the town and the little guard barracks and the one little dragon egg. Like that's so cool. Right here you can see more of the bridge. Back this way you can see more toward town and the inn, or not the inn, that's the item shop. We'll get to that in a little bit though. So that's a cute little house. I like that one. Really small. We tried to keep most of the houses around here really, really tiny. Really compact. I went a little crazy on one or two of them, but we'll get to those. I like this little spot right up above this house. I don't really know what the point of it was, but I threw it in here because there was a nice little flat spot here. And for some reason, I liked the view and just the atmosphere of sitting here. Like, this is just really nice. Yeah, so I threw this up. It's a tiny little shed. It's like a rest. All of this is uphill, so I figure you stop there and rest. Before finally coming up this way. Look at that moon. Look at this town. I'm so pleased by it. It's so fun. Ooh, there we go. Now we're up. Okay, yeah. So we climbed up the hill and we've come up here and the path diverges 3 different ways here. We're gonna run out here first real quick. Nice little courtyard here. Probably should have done more there. Probably could have. So up here I've got our little portal hut. Got our 3 little portals, and I don't actually know. I think 2 of them are just connected to each other. Yeah, and I don't even know where this one goes. But yeah, they're all connected around. I should actually have them connect to... One of them is going to go back to the portal hub so that you can jump out here. So one of these days I will release this map to everybody. I really do want to. I don't know that I'll host a server or anything, but I do just want to, like, release it for an available download for everybody eventually. I don't know. After this build, maybe that's a good time to do it. We have a couple more biomes to go through. I've got the plains and the mistlands, and hopefully the ashlands coming up. I think ashlands will be released by the time I get around to it. Yeah, so there's this little hump here. I decided to leave it. This spot was being weird for me, and every time I would try to flatten it, I'd come back up here, and it would be all wonky again. It would have a giant dip or a giant bulge, and I came up once, and it was like this, and I was like, you know, that's not as bad. So we left it. Cool little overlook right here because look at that view. I mean, I just love this town. It's so cool. So this was one of the pre-built towers, one of the little in-game already existing towers. All we did was fix it up. Put in some stairs and get a nice cozy little upstairs. Somewhere to sit, somewhere to look out. Keep track of all the rest of the village. We can also look down at all around this one, and it's pretty cool. Really good shots at drakes from here that are flying. Really easy. But this is probably the best view right here. You can really keep an eye on the entire town from here, which is really cool. Anyway, back down we go. Yeah, so these 2 towers are pretty cool. I like these up here. Again, I did a lot of watchtowers and like guard towers in the beginning of the village. It just feels right. I don't know why. I just like it. And all the rest of the village seems to be pretty hard cut off. Like there's either a huge mountain to climb over to come down that side, or there's steep cliffs on the other side. So, so anyway, yeah, we've come up this way. Yeah, we came up that staircase, followed this trail all the way up to here, checked out these 2 towers, and now behind me, we're going to go down to the backside of the inn, and we'll finally meet up with our second dragon egg. Hello, little dragon hatchlings! Really great views up here, too. I had to build a little staircase up here because the view up here is just fantastic. Okay, the closer we get to the inn and the item shop, the more the game is going to lag. There's a lot going on in those 2 shops. I love this staircase. I hope you thought the flybys of it were pretty cool because I think it's a pretty awesome staircase just to come all the way down this little spine of a mountain here. I just think it's awesome. And you can come out of the inn 2 different ways. I've got a way down here so you can come out of the inn. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek in the inn. We're going to go around to I want to go around to the front entrance and walk in that way, but we have a side exit right here, and you can come up and go up to all this, you know, loop around again and all that spine, climb all that. There is another exit up here on the top floor of the inn. We'll go ahead and poke our head in here. Yeah, up here we've got some fermenters, nice little sitting area. I was gonna fill those with tankards, but again, I'm trying to take it easy because in here, whoo, stuff is lagging hard. Oh yeah, look at that, down to 30. Yeah, we're just above 30. I really wanted to keep it at 30. 30 frames is about as low as I want to go. Oh, but this village is awesome. All right, we're back outside. I'm going to take you back through the inn on the front. I really want to go through the front. But it's really cool just to have, like, barely the roof of the inn kind of right here in our faces. Got some storage up here for some reason. I don't remember why I put that there. But nice little sitting area right here because, again, one of the more awesome views of the town. There's lots of just good view spots. This is a very scenic town, I think. I really enjoy it. Really excited to get back down there. Actually, we are going to get back down there. Let's go ahead and do that. I want to come through the front of the inn, though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to backtrack. Let's go ahead and backtrack. Zoom! Here we go. Oh yeah, what a run. I really do love how it all kind of like works into each other up there, like it's a big loop, you know? That's just really fun for me. All right, re-entering the village. Now we're going to show off some really cool stuff. Stuff you really haven't seen before. We'll see. We'll go ahead and stop in my... Oop, I forgot one. I tried to delete. I had a bunch of those just spread out around the village everywhere, trying to slow down spawns so the dragons wouldn't attack so much while I was building. But I deleted all of them, trying to make the place look a little nicer. Apparently I missed one. All right, this was my starter home. This is the home that started everything. I thought this was a great location, and this was a, like, you know, in-game built, like, pre-existing log home that I just kind of added on to. It's one of the first things I did, and I've already shown it off, like, in one of the first build videos, but I want to show it off again because I really like it. I've spent a lot of time in here just being cozy, and we cheated a little bit. I'm trying to build with only the build pieces that I would have had available to me here in the mountains. This is definitely not available on the mountains, but I threw it down just to get a little bit more rested bonus for myself around here. 18 minutes felt pretty good. I almost wanted to bump up to 20, but a lot of the other build pieces felt like they'd be wrong to spawn in or, you know, anything. Hey, why'd this light go out? Oh, okay, something. Must be the log above it. I thought I had a light. Okay, anyway. Let's go into the item shop. So, yeah, you've come into town now. We've entered the town, across the bridge, up to the right. If you enter the bridge, yeah, if you come across the bridge, up to the right, we've got the visiting center. Got my little house. And then this is the item shop. I love this little shop. This came out really well, I think. It's one of the cleaner builds I think I've ever done in my life. Look at how clean. Look at how clean and organized. Everything's just like, here you go. Have some jerky. Have some sausage, some mushrooms. Need some bukeberries or queen's jam. Need some onions. Maybe some blueberries. Raspberries, yellow mushrooms, carrots, onions. Need some cooked meat. What about some wolf meat? Need some armor? I got armors. We got ackers and spears. What we got over here? We got some pickaxes and axes and hammers and maces and swords and knives. And then we got helmets and armors and potions. Need some health potions, more queen's jam, some tasty meat, stamina meat, battle axes. What do you need? The item shop has it all. I just went all out in here. I thought this was pretty cool, but yeah, you can see it being pretty twitchy in here. It's rough. It's rough. I love this little porch. Just right here, you're looking at the main, the main entrance of the town, which feels really cool. But yeah, I thought the inside of this building looked really cool. I thought it came out really clean, really neat. The entrance is really fun, just a little offshoot here. It came out pretty well. I really like it. Oh, I'll have to replace that light. That's kind of bugging me. I swear it was working well when I put it on there. I don't know when it decided to go out, but all right. Yeah, let's take a right up here. We're going to go into the inn here in a minute, but let's go ahead and go up here to these little houses. Oh, I forgot to walk around there. Let's go ahead and just slide down right here real quick. It's not really a trail, but here's our other, what is this, our third egg now? So we have our third dragon egg. Another little, like, kind of like open air shrine to it, and this nice little path here that we could have taken, and it goes past, yeah, it comes in between the inn and the welcome center, and you can get back into town right there. Totally forgot to mention that one, but that one's there. It exists. It's a thing. But yeah, let's go up here. I imagine this is up to the blacksmith, and I imagine this is the blacksmith's house. Again, a little Spartanly decorated. It's one of the later builds I did. I think I actually tossed this onto the end of one of the last episodes. It's been a while. Yeah, this one came out really well. I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. Again, amazing views from here. Who wouldn't want to sit here and just watch the town as the day passes? I love it. It looks so cool. Nice, easy, pretty simple, barren bedroom. Nothing fancy. That's a nice little hut. Nothing super fancy. Got one of those bigger sloped roofs. Yeah, I like to angle it sometimes a little more. It's really cool. All right, if we keep going up. Actually, give me a second. I want to run in there and, like, spawn in some stuff so that it's actually, everything's, like, schmelting and working before we get up there. So let me get us up right here to the entrance. Nothing up that way, but, yeah. This entrance is actually really cool. I love walking along the side of the building here and then having to walk up. But anyway, yeah, let me get everything, churning and burning so this place actually looks like it's alive. I'll bring you back in just a second. Okay, now this place has come to life. So yeah, you walk around the outside of the building, up the trail, and then you kind of follow this little, like, upward path until you get up to this split. And you come out here, and we've got the kilns here just churning out charcoal. They got just churning out some charcoal. We got some cool chests here just to store our coal, but yeah, nice little spot outside, pretty warm and well lit. I really like this. I really love this entrance. Again, just got to walk underneath this little shed and kind of see what's going on in there. And then again, what an amazing view from here. Love it. Wish the render distance would finish in some of the builds, but that's okay. This little blacksmith house is one of the coolest things I've ever built. I love this in here. So we've got the schmelters up there, and I'm going to bring you up there in a minute and show you the back end of this, but they're built perfectly into the side of the house, and they slide their material right down here into the middle of the workshop. This place is so cozy and so well set up. I love building shelving. We've got a lot of shelving throughout the bases. I just like stacking the coal up neatly just to present it nicely. Obviously, I doubt that would be there if I was actually playing through this game because I'd be using it all. And then tons and tons and tons of storage. This definitely feels more like an MMO kind of style base and town. There should be lots of people living here working and doing stuff. We've got pretty fully upgraded forge. At least for this part of the game. Again, this is just mountain level, so, you know, if you ever wanted to move here, once I release it, you'll have to upgrade it if you want to go farther than just mountain level gear. But yeah, this place came out really well. Love the shape, love the look, I love the functionality of all of it. Let's go ahead and get up there and I'll show you exactly what's working up there. So you can exit and go upstairs right here, this sneaky little passage right next to all these countertops. Kind of slowly work our way up here out to the back. And we have this kind of back patio. And we have this little raised little shed back here, a little sitting area. And this is perfect. So the roofing is built just perfectly around. And that is one of those little corner pieces. What are they called? Not eye. Is it eye? It is an eye corner. So it's two eye corners just perfectly placed, kind of like right over the, you know, the mouth of the smelter. And then the little release is definitely sticking up through the roof. And we've built perfectly around them all. And they just work. They just work so nicely in here. Look at this. We've even got like a nice little shelving right here. That's where the that's where the actual roof of the house comes down. But yeah, it's a nice little spot in here. I just got a nice setup, nice and cozy. Got some charcoal, got some storage on either side, and we've got a nice little, you know, bench if someone wants to sit up here and babysit it. But yeah, this blacksmith house came out really cool. Whoa, what are you doing up there, pal? Don't mind me. We're just showing off the base. Yeah, even Fenring thought it was cool. He had to stop by and be like, man, what's smelting over here? But anyway, let's get a move on. Let's go see what else this place has to offer. I think the inn is next. Yeah, let's go ahead and run down this path, but the inn is next. Zoom. I admit I had fun with these trails, but they were also a bit of a headache. All right, we're getting to the last couple of parts of town, last couple parts of the build. Let's go ahead and check out the inn, the local inn. Now, I did build this on camera, but it's since been upgraded. We've done a little bit of work on the inside. I say a little bit. We've done a lot of work on the inside. Love this, though. The fencing up to the castle is really cool, and I don't think anyone has seen or heard of the castle yet, but I love this little view spot right here. Had to have a little trail leading right off the side to here and just kind of come and hang out. But let me sit here, show you what's coming up Can you see through that smoke? Can you see the outline of that amazing castle? I'm really excited to show that off. It's going to be really cool. But let's go inside and check out the inn. I'm going to walk pretty slow in here because everything gets really twitchy in here. This thing is massive. Look at this entrance. I really loved building this entrance. I think it came out really well. It's just really grand. Like, the entrance is really something. And walking inside is pretty cool, too. We've got our bar top and a countertop and, like, a bunch of shelving in the back. And I tried to get a little more sparse with my decorating in here because things are starting to really pull on my computer. Nice little kitchen back here for cooking and working. Gotta make sure we can feed all the guests, right? Nice little kitchen area back here. Went pretty Spartan with the decorations down here. Just some tables and some chairs. This is where you'd be hanging out and sitting and having your drinks before retiring to the rooms upstairs. How cool. And then again, we have this little side exit where you could have gone up and you could go back up to the other towers up there, but we won't go that way. We're going to go up the stairs over here. And there are matching staircases on either side. You can go up either side of the inn. I probably won't go in every room, but every room is pretty much the same. We tried to put a bed, a chair, a stool, a table, and at least 1 or 2 storage bins with something unique. Not all of them have shelving, and I didn't really decorate inside any of the rooms. Again, if you end up playing, if you end up stealing this map whenever I release it to everybody, you can decorate it yourself, you know, if you can handle it. My computer can barely handle it, so these rooms were a little bit more decorated on the end. I wanted these little suites to be a little more special. And the view out here is pretty cool. Ooh, you can really see that castle from here. But yeah, no, this inn came out wonderful. I really enjoy it. Really big, really open, kind of spacious. I really like these, like, I don't want to call them floating stairs, but they are kind of a little bit, and they're layered too, which is really fun. More rooms, more rooms. They're all pretty decorated, like I said, pretty much the same way. Little Spartan, but we tried to put about the same amount of everything in each one of the rooms. And again, out here we have another little suite, which is pretty nice. Just slightly bigger and just the slightly better bed compared to all the other rooms. But I think there are 8 rooms in total is what we ended up with, so that's pretty cool. Really like that. And again, we end up back up here where we can walk out. And we're back up here on this little, like, spine staircase overlooking the town behind the inn again. Love it. It's just so much fun. There's so much looping in this town that it's really fun. Oh my gosh, we've been walking around for like 30 minutes just chatting and talking about my town. It's so fun. All right, 3 more build. There are 3 more buildings. Let's go ahead and get outside and continue the tour. So, follow this trail. I had so much fun building this, although it was exhausting. I worked on it every other day. There were a couple of days there of like just, 10 to 12 hours of just building and decorating. But I admit I didn't work on it every day. I had to take breaks in between and work on some other stuff because we've got other series going on, and it's been a lot of fun. But man, this town was a lot of work, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. This trail's pretty cool. I had a lot of fun making the trails, even if they were a bit of a headache. They were pretty tough. Oh, did that fire go out? It's like one of the first times I've seen it go out. Okay, yeah, so I guess it does. The smoke doesn't seem to bother it too often. All right, another little portal. I think I was going to set one of those portals up to connect with the other one out there. And you could just see that little walkthrough and that spine coming down the mountain. Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, let's go into our castle here. So welcome to the castle. I do really like this castle and the way it turned out. It is huge. I hope you liked it in the flybys. I hope it looked awesome. This castle is pretty cool. I really do enjoy it. It's pretty solid. Nice little lookout out here where we can look back at the town. You can really see that spine coming down the mountaintop from here. That looks really cool. I really love that. This courtyard is really cool. I really like this courtyard. It's mostly covered. We got some good roofing on it everywhere to keep us covered, and a little fire out here, and these little entranceways are covered, which is really nice. And there's 2 ways to go down here. We're going to go through this room first, but we've got a staircase going up and a hallway going down there. But if you come into this room, I imagine this is kind of the meeting hall. This is where we gather all our treasure and talk about our conquests and what we've done and what boss we've beaten and how far along we are, and check out my armor, and I brought more gold to the table for whoever needs it to go and spend it. Hildur or Haldor. I can't believe I almost forgot Haldor's name. But yeah, this is a nice little like gathering chamber for everyone. All the different colored, drapes and banners and stuff. It's really cool. If you've come down that path, which is, there's another secret little entrance right here to like this like servants' quarters back here. This nice little sitting area. And then we have another little kitchen back here. Really love cabinet. I just love dressers. Like, not dressers, what am I saying? I just love shelving. I don't know why I was stuck with the dressers and cabinets, but I like shelving, so shelving is everywhere. Shelving is everywhere all the time. So this is a cute little, just like side kitchen, you know, offshoot kitchen right here. It's a nice little spot. I like it. It's a pretty complex little build. Well, complex isn't the right word. This is not very complex. It's a pretty simple little castle. I just really like how it turned out. Up here we've got the, this is the throne room. Lots of space to sit around here. Lots of little drinks and tables for everybody just to hang out, talk about all their adventures. Got the king and queen seats up here. Lots more tables on either side, some more shelving back there, and another little porch out here, if you want to call it that, I guess. Just a nice little outdoor hang spot for everybody to come out. Look at this. I love this castle. This castle came out so well. Yeah, all the covered spots, too, coming down the two sides, they just turned out, I don't know, everything about it turned out really well. Even the kitchen on the offshoot out there turned out really well, and we were able to hide it and build it into the build really well and keep up the patterns. It just turned out really awesome. Now, if you go through the throne room, there's this nice little exit to your left when you're looking at the throne chairs. That's the kitchen. That's where the kitchen would have been. And out here, we've got this cool rune stone that I found right out behind the castle. So I built my own little bench here. Nice little sitting area for you to hang out and just like sit and read it. Nice little campfire to hang out. Little work table. Just a nice little sitting spot out here in the back. Now there's one of our last houses. Let's go check that out. I don't know who lives out here behind the castle, but it seemed like a cool spot. And there's another dragon egg. So I guess there's only 4. Are there 4 dragon eggs? I think there are 4 dragon eggs in town then. I might fly around and confirm that here in just a minute. But we got the trail that continues down this path right here. But out here I built this cool little house. We've got a nice little bridge kind of connecting it because it had this little dip going all the way. Yeah, and then we built a little platform out there to build this house on. So this house is kind of wonky and fun. Probably the most awkward build I did out here. You know me, I like to mess around and really try some weird things. So we've got some doors right here. This is where the true entrance would be. I really like this. Low-hanging, braziers, which is really cool. There we go. We got some dragons and some wolves and some battle axes. This place came out really well. Nice little chair right in the middle. Each of the side rooms are raised. I don't really know why I did that, but I did. So each of the side rooms is raised. Got our nice little cozy tiny kitchen right here. I don't think it actually works. Yeah, we'd have to break that and put a normal fire. I just wanted to put that there so I could put some of the other decoration, like cooking stuff around it. Really having fun placing all of this stuff. Nice little bench with a nice little lookout. That really just looks out toward the sky. You can't really see a whole lot. The view up here is pretty clouded, but I don't know. This house feels pretty fancy with all the glass and everything in it. Also lots of just shields and towers. Maybe this is where the blacksmith lives, actually. Probably. This is probably his at-home workshop. This might be the blacksmith house, actually. He might live all the way back here behind the castle. But this is, yeah, a nice little crafting room over here. And then if you walk across, we have another little crafting room right here. This is for your workshop. Nice and easy. Nice and simple. This room's pretty small. And then we have another staircase going up right here to the bedroom. And this overlooks, that's the entrance bridge right there. Then we have a tiny little skinny bedroom up here. Nice little storage, little cabinets and dress. I'm doing it again. And shelving and little tabletops and stuff to a nice little bed with our trophy. It's a cute little house. It's really wonky. It's probably the weirdest house I made. And I don't know, even if I would have made a walkthrough, build through for this, I still doubt you'd be able to follow it along. Not that all my build-throughs are super easy to follow. I make stuff up as I go along. I wouldn't consider any of my build-throughs tutorials or how-tos. They're mostly inspiration. I'm just trying to share my ideas with everybody. Anyway, we'll go back down here. I think we have one more building down here. Oh, yeah. This was pretty cool. I think I mentioned I might build something out here. I wanted to do what I termed as a sky temple. Now, it didn't end up as big as I wanted it to, but I still think it ended up pretty cozy. This is our cool little sky temple and our 4th egg. And we've got these big open areas for the drakes to just fly in, or for Motor to fly in and lay an egg. And we've got offerings, you know, snacks. I probably should have put meat there instead. I don't know why I put vegetables and fruits and berries. Maybe just for the color. So we're offering little tributes to the dragons. Come lay your eggs here. And we all party and hang out here. It's probably the most elaborate little bench I've built in town. But yeah, this is where we hang out while the dragons come. They lay their eggs, and actually, this is probably the hatchery, more so than a sky temple. This is probably where the dragons hatch, and we're all excited, and we're hanging out and partying, and then they hatch and they fly out. Yeah, that's actually probably better. The view here is awesome too, especially during the day when you have that awesome, just, I don't know, that in the sky. Let's go ahead and crank it back to daytime and do a quick walk back through, not all the buildings and everything, definitely not going to go back, but just through the streets. Alright, so that's my town. That would be Motor's Cradle. I really think it turned out pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's not like the most compact town. Everything's pretty spaced out. I like that, though. I like having everything trail around, especially up here on the mountain. Didn't want to shape the mountain too hard. Really wanted to build into the shape of it itself, and I really think we were able to do that. We found a lot of cool building spots. Really happy with this castle and the way it turned out. I really love it. I think it's probably one of the cooler builds. This and the inn are both giant. The item shop is pretty cool too. I don't know. I just had a lot of fun. I hope everybody else enjoyed this. I hope all you wanderers enjoyed taking this little walkthrough with me. Hope you enjoyed the flybys and the build itself. It's really amazing what you can get done in this game, and there's just so many cool builds coming out all the time. I've seen so many other YouTubers making so many cool builds. Valheim is just like, I don't know. To me, it's still one of the king builders. Although, on a side note, I do have some building to start getting into and Enshrouded, so we'll see how that goes. And that, I don't know, that might become my next build-through series if that build system is even half as awesome as this one. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a build-through of that series. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this town. I'm going to go ahead and let it wrap up right here while I'm walking out of the town through the daylight. But, hey, everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you did have fun hanging out, do me a favor and smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you want to continue the adventures in the build-through, because we're moving to the plains. Time to start building in a new biome. And we're going to start off a little smaller. I'm going to take a break from the massive builds. And maybe next time we do a massive build, I won't do a town. We'll just do one massive building. We'll make like the craziest, most giant castle with so many different rooms, and it'll be nuts. And it'll be so much fun. But I hope everybody enjoyed Motor's Cradle. I know I did. And once again, I hope everyone's having a great day. Have a great rest of your day. And I hope I see everybody in the next episode. Until then, have fun in your own adventures. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.